Hi. It's been a minute, I know. I've been around the world in 10 days. Quite literally 4 continents. But I'm back. So I didn't do much work as far as content when I was away because I wasn't necessarily on my own sort of timing and calendar because I was with a client. And that's where the other sort of side of my job comes in. I'm a celebrity and editorial makeup artist, and sometimes I travel with my celebrity clients to jobs where they need glam. And it was oh so fun. So I started my trip in Dublin. I went to Dublin for a quick job with Sculpted by Amy. We hosted a makeup masterclass for makeup artists based in Dublin, and Hannah Martin was there, and Leslie, who used to be at MAC for years, and Amy herself, and it was so fun to meet so many awesome people in Dublin. And then from there, I went to Barcelona, and then from Barcelona, I went to London real quick, just overnight, and then from there, I went to LA, and then from LA, I went to Mexico City, and then from Mexico City, I flew via San Francisco to Singapore. So to say that I've racked up a few air miles in this past 2 weeks is an understatement. I'm tired. But I'm incredibly proud of myself because I'm not the best traveler, but I couldn't miss an amazing opportunity to go away with one of my clients to all of those places. And I think if anything that I've learned in my years is to really sort of push yourself out of your comfort zone, because only when you push yourself out of your comfort zone do you truly grow. Anyway, brows are always the first thing that I do on my face, and there's a reason why, and it is because oils from your skincare and your foundation or concealer products will interfere with how your brow makeup applies. If you don't believe me, try it and you'll see what I mean. However, if there's nothing wrong with your brow routine and your brow makeup applies beautifully and wears all day throughout the day, then don't change it. Tips are only useful if you need them. I find it typically quite hard to sort of stay doing content when I travel because for some reason the time zones really throw me off. Oh, by the way, this is the Brow Aid pen in brown. Like if I don't know what time it is in my home base, I kind of get confused and a little bit disoriented, and then I don't really know what time I should share to social media, if that makes any sense. Yesterday I was on a plane for 17 and a half hours. Yes, you heard that right. I've never done that before and I didn't think that I could do it, but I did. All right, I'm going to use the Ciel stick in number 2. This is a new product from Ciel, amazing brand by an amazing makeup artist, Nikki DeRoost, and this is an SPF contour stick. And I'm going to do this before foundation, and I'm just going to sort of start to shade any little areas that I want a little shadow. I love, love, love the gauge size of this because it really allows for you to be precise about your placement. And with the brush that you can purchase as well to use with it, I'm going to blend that in. So this is number 2. This is going to be a little bit warmer, but I don't mind that because I personally prefer a slightly darker contour shade for myself, that therefore then I just sheer down and blend in well. I also do love just like a straight, more cool toned shade, but I typically go warmer because I feel like if, at least in the summer, it will sort of do me as a bronzer and a bit of a contour if I'm strategic. I have to blend those eye ones because they're confusing me a little bit. So far, I love this and I love how it blends and I love the brush. So this is very much a first impression of this product and it's gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Now, the next product that I'm going to show you, I've been itching to get my hands on. It is the Ilia foundation stick. This is the shade 4N Holly Skin Rewind Complexion Stick. The component is so cool. It has this little thumb notch here. Also, the top has an embossed Ilia, and I love it, and I almost don't want to use it. I'm not sure if this is my shade, so we're just going to wing it and see. Okay, I'm not mad at that. So I'm just going to sort of sweep it on just to see what it's going to do. Now, this might be weird to hear, but I typically like to try a new foundation for the first time with zero skincare in the mix, and there's a reason why. That reason is that if there is no skincare under the foundation, I can truly see what that foundation is going to do on my skin, on my sort of skin emollients throughout the day. If I factor in skincare, I'm already manipulating that foundation to change. By that I mean, if I put moisturizer under it, it's going to sheer down the foundation and it might make the foundation glossy in certain parts of my face where I naturally might not be. And so it's just a good way to try and essentially know for when you use the product the following day what kind of skincare types and textures and finishes that you want to put underneath it. And an example that I always use is like a double wear from Estee Lauder. It's a very full coverage, almost lacquer-like foundation that basically is stage makeup, but consumerized, if that's even a word. So for that product, if I wanted that product to be glowy and radiant and hydrating, I would put under it like the thickest, greasiest, most rich, hydrating face cream. If I wanted that to be as true as it is, this is me talking about my skin, which is combination. If I wanted that to be as true as what it is, I would maybe do just like a lightweight cream and then let it sort of have that, longevity factor. Does that make any sense? I'm going to do a little bit more with this stick and just see sort of what I can do with it. Obsessed already, so obsessed. Nikki DeRoost, you're a legend. Wow, I feel very strange today. I need to do all of this grounding things. I need to go like walk on some grass and hug a tree. I've been like in airplanes literally every day for a week, and I need to reverse the feelings of it. Now, if you are going to build contour into the face, I would encourage you to not go directly to the face with it, but I would encourage you to go to a brush first and sort of just start to like then shade up and apply more with the brush. This just gives you more control of how much product. If you start to sweep on product, first of all, you'll find that sometimes if you sweep product directly onto the face, it can sit into the pores a little bit more. If you pick it up with a brush, you'll have just a little bit of a different and potentially a better application. Again, doesn't matter if you've got your way, and your way is something that makes you feel complete. Know what I mean? Oh, it feels good to be back. So Mexico City, let's talk about it. The altitude thing is real. I felt so ill walking up one flight of stairs. I walked up a flight of stairs one of the days and I was like, ugh. But let me tell you, the food is so good. We went to Tacos Orinoco, which is like a sort of a staple there. And it's kind of just like a street vibe taco place. Taqueria. Did I say that right? Like it's kind of on the street and there's a line outside and it's just sort of like very no frills. Food is amazing. And I would go back, but I will say one thing, and I don't know whether this is just like the look of the drawer. This is a Chanel lip pencil in number 156. Every flight that we took, the flight into Mexico City and the flight out of Mexico City were both so bumpy. Like the flight in was just bumpy and that was normal, but then the flight out, the flight attendant was like, everybody better use the toilet now because we're going to have a really bumpy ride and the seatbelt sign's going to be on the whole flight. And then he also was like, yeah, 3 planes like had to get diverted because they couldn't land here because of weather. It was like sweating. One of my favorite little blush products is this YSL lip and cheek balm in the shade Chills. I'm just going to mix it into my hand and then just pick it up with the number 2 KJH Spectrum. It's the most gorgeous sort of skin-like, beautiful, easy to blend, gorgeous thing. And I hope that they expand on this franchise because it's just amazing. It's just such a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous product. Okay, next. Gonna use a little bit of Hyper Shine highlight in light copper. This is my personal one, but you should always decant it out if you're gonna use it on other people. And I'm just gonna sort of do a little bit there. A little bit on the forward part of the cheek. If you go to the forward part of the cheek there, you'll see it a little bit more. Sometimes that's kind of nice. Sometimes you want a little bit of that sort of radiance from the front. Oh, I actually have another thing that I want to try that's new, the Say Concealer. Actually, I'm just going to give my lashes a squeeze. Up and then up. Oh, it feels so good to put makeup on for the first time properly in like 2 weeks. So this is the last product I'm going to use for this little video, Slip Tint Concealer. It's an all-over concealer product. This is number 2. I'm not sure if it's going to be my shade or not, so we'll see. And I'm just going to sort of use it where I want a little bit more coverage. Coverage, you know what I mean? Huh. So far, I definitely prefer it to the other Say one. I don't know, I like the other Say one. It's thicker though. This is lighter and more serum-y. The other one's more sort of creamy and emollient. Ooh, very nice. It's got like a sheen. Okay, I like it. I love it. Very nice. Ooh, I might have a new contender for a new favorite on the desk. Look at that sheen and shine. Wow. I mean, I do also have a little bit of highlighter on, but I think it's kind of coming from this as well. So because I kind of smeared my concealer into the blush area, I'm just going to go back in with the blush brush because there will always be a little bit of product left in the brush. Do not forget that fact. Okay, I'm going to go get a smoothie. I will see you after.